Shall I start?
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this Prana celebration for 2021, gearing towards the International Yoga Day. I'm Dr. Smita Prabhakar, your host for the event. Welcome to this journey, which is amazing, helping you to shift towards a holistic yogic lifestyle. Yoga is the journey of the self, through the self, to the self. Prana, a blissful world. Prana is a 15K member platform dedicated to yoga, where yoga gurus, fitness experts, enthusiasts from various parts of the world come together. Prana aims to carry forward the virtues of yoga to the masses. Prana encourages everyone to have a healthy lifestyle. Yoga is the finest way to connect people around the world, and through prana, we aim to promote the awareness of health. In the present norm of social distancing, our aim is to bring yoga to the comfort of your own homes. Peace is all what we want right now. In this world where there are overwhelming situations, most of them which are beyond our control as well, today's topic is being together with peace. Our guru today is going to take us through various alternative modalities on how to maintain the strength of the peace from within. But before we commence the main event, let's start the evening with a prayer.
ॐ संगच्छत्वं संवदत्वं संवो मनांसि जानता देवा भागं यदा पूर्वे संजानन उपासते. May you move in harmony, speak in one voice. Let your minds be in agreement, just as the ancient gods shared their portion of sacrifice.
Thank you, Shalini. That was a beautiful prayer rendition. Now, I'd like to introduce our special guest for the evening, His Excellency Ahmed Al Midfa. His Excellency is a prominent businessman with a private investment in real estate, industry, and security sectors. He is a member of Arab side of the board of Germany Arab Chamber of Commerce from May 1997 to 2014. Member of Arab side of the board of the National US Arab Chamber of Commerce from September 1999 to 2014. He is a member of Arab side of the board of Italy Arab Chamber of Commerce from October 2004. He is a member of UAE General Authority of Youth and Sports Welfare from April 2000 to 2004. He's the first vice president of the board of Germany Arab Chamber of Commerce from 2004 to 2019. He's also the board of director of United Arab Bank Sharjah from UAE 1992 to the 14. He's a board of director of Sharjah Insurance Company, member board of the directors of Invest Bank from 2019 to present. Wow, that's a long list of accolades. Now I'd like to invite His Excellency Ahmed Al Midwa to address the viewers. Thank you. His Excellency.
Good evening, everybody. First of all, let me start by welcoming everybody to this event. I would like to say special thank to my friend, Mr. Gurudev, for invite me when he told me about this event to be one of the speakers. Of course, I told him I welcome the idea. Of course, I am associated with yoga because of him. I have been, for the last 40 years, 30 years, I'm suffering of back problem. Some friend told me, go for yoga, don't think about operation. Indeed, I believe in that. I know that yoga is not only physical exercise, it's spiritual, and this yoga is like a link. Now, today we are creating a link between us. yoga, it can be like link between the soul and between the body. And we say that the perfect mind in the healthy body. So the yoga help you in this goal to create the link between the body and the soul and soul. We in the Arab world, in the Muslim, we know that we pray every day 5 times as a worship. This is one pillar of the Islam, of course. Sometimes some movement of even then we pray 5 times. Some of the movement there's similarity between yoga, more exercise, and our praying, because that is good for the soul. It is worship and good for the soul, good for the body, everything. Same yoga also, it can be part of this. Goal. As you know, when United Nations declared a special day for the yoga, this only means that yoga is very important in our life. I've been trying with my friend Gurudev to promote the yoga, whether in the school, in the clubs, and he's doing very good jobs. I have been trying to help him in some way to promote this sport in all the sector. Even at home, everybody in my family exercise and take a lesson in yoga. My wife, my daughter, every day they practice yoga, and it helps in building the personality of the person. In these days, because the pandemic, what the world facing, which is affecting everybody socially, health-wise, economically, affecting everybody. Here also, I can see there's the yoga can help in this life. Breathing exercise, it can be good treatment for the pandemic, for COVID-19. Those who know exercise breathing can overcome this problem easier than the other who doesn't exercise or doesn't make yoga as his part of his life. I'm very happy to be part of this event, and I am semi-retired, but I still concentrate in some of my business on the community service. I'm also the honorary chairman of the Indian Association, who doing very fantastic job in helping the community, the Indian people in different way, in education and health-wise. Especially this day, they are doing very good job in helping the people overcoming this pandemic. I will be very happy to with my friend Gurudev to do whatever I can do to help to promote the yoga to be part of their daily routine. It is yoga create an inner peace between the person. It is build his personality, health-wise, create a link, as I said, between the soul and the body, and that is who people who practice yoga really they will recognize this. And hopefully, I will I've been for the last 2-3 years. I've been part of this event every time. I'm trying to help also Mr. Gurudev with the government department and all the association to help him to celebrate this event in good way. Anyway, just thank you for inviting me today to be part of this event. I'm very happy to see many of you, and hopefully we'll meet again next year in the same occasion Wishing you all the best in this event. Thank you, Mr. Gorodev. Thank you, everybody, and thank you for introduction, my introduction also. Thank you.
Thank you, His Excellency. I'm just amazed at the depth. You speak about yoga and your holistic discipline on practicing and integrating yoga into your own life. And once again, thank you for your relentless support for yoga. And we're greatly honored and grateful to have you with us here on this occasion.
Thank you. Thank you very much. All the best in this event. And hopefully we'll meet again in another occasion also. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. I would like to now take this opportunity to let the viewers know that around 8:10, we will be opening for a Q&A segment. And if any of you out there have a question, please put in your questions down into the live FB and Instagram chat box, and we will take as many questions as possible to answer it live. Now, I'd like to introduce our guest of the day today, Dr. Magda Seri. Dr. Magda Seri is an MD doctor who works as a professor in Cairo University, graduated from Qasr Al Aini Hospital, PhD in eye diseases from Paris University, and specialized in low visual aids from Boston, USA. In the past, she studied different forms of complementary medicine, practiced yoga, and studied energy healing, universal laws, and ancient wisdom. She works in the energy medicine, detecting human imbalances on all levels, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, and balancing them by the means of quantum biofeedback machine. She gives seminars and workshops around Egypt since 2003 in different topics in helping people to increase their awareness and to regain a more positive attitudes in their lives. Al-Duktura Majda Seri. ماجدة سري طبيبة حاصلة على دكتوراه في أمراض العيون من جامعة باريس. درست التكميلي وممارسات اليوغا بالإضافة للعلاج بالطاقة والقوانين العالمية والأكل المقدمة. عملت في طب الطاقة على استكشاف الاختلالات الوراثية على جميع المستويات وموازنتها باستعمال آلات البايوفيدباك. تقدم مواد وورش عمل في جميع أنحاء مصر منذ عام 2003 في مواد مختلفة لمساعدة الناس على زيادة وعيهم واستعادة مواقف أكثر إيجابية في حياتهم. Welcome, Dr. Majda. Please help me welcoming Dr. Magda for this session, and the stage is yours.
Thank you. Thank you very much for this very interesting, very good presentation, and I would love to share with you my presentation, if you may allow me to share the screen. Okay?
Yes, please go ahead.
Start with.
Yes.
Yes. So today our topic is being together in peace. So where is peace? Aina yujad as-salam. We all are looking for peace. United Nations have made a day specially for peace, International Peace Day, which is 21st of September. And we celebrate this day. But the dream of humanity is to find peace. And one day we would like to wake up and find peace on earth. Could this be possible? Well, the word peace starts from every single human being, willing to see that we are all brothers and sisters. Without that, no peace can be. attained. Because we were all humans until race disconnected us, religion separated us, politics divided us, and wealth classified us. مفيش سلام مع الانقسام. الوحدة هي السلام وتفرقة الجنس والدين والسياسة والثورة. عمرها ما هتحصل سلام. The problem of peace is within us. The word peace is in our hands. So if we want peace, let's start within and ask ourselves why there is no peace on earth. Well, the great wise Buddha said, we can never obtain peace in the outer world until we make peace within ourselves. We're looking for peace outside in the outer world, but we have to start by our inner peace. ما نقدرش نحصل على السلام في العالم إلا إذا لقيناه داخلنا. فاقد الشيء لا يعطيه. بودا غاندي the wise person برضه the wise man قال لا فائدة للسلام الخارجي بدون سلام داخلي. Outer peace is useless without an inner peace. So if we are all looking for outer peace in the world, everybody is not peaceful inside of himself. So how can we manifest outer peace? لازم نغير نفسنا الأول عشان نشوف التغيير في العالم حصل. مفتاح السلام داخلنا. Our inner peace is the key to the world peace. So it's about our mind and our hearts. ده العقل والقلب. هما الاثنين اللي مخليين الإنسان مش قادر يحصل على السلام. إيه اللي بيمنع السلام بقى؟ The mind. The mind is full of thoughts, racing thoughts. كثرة الأفكار في العقل بتخلي الناس على طول ما حدش يقدر يقعد في سلام لأنه بيفكر يمكن فكرة بتجر فكرة بتجر فكرة فما فيش أي وقت إن احنا نقدر نرتاح. اللي بيحصل إن في حاجة اسمها brain waves أو سرعات للمخ. We have 4 brain waves according to the speed. We have a beta, which is 15 to 30 hertz. This is the awakened state. When we are awake, we do our jobs. When we drive, when we work, we are in the beta. البيتا دي لما بنبقى صاحيين وبنعمل شغل. الالفا بقى, this is our real state, our natural state of human beings, which is the relaxation, calm, in meditation, visualization. لما بنبقى مسترخيين بنبقى في الالفا, وده احسن وقت نقدر نبتكر فيه حاجات كتير. الالفا ده بيمشي على الثيتا. ده بقى الثيتا state is the deep relaxation when we can meditate and whenever there is a problem we can solve it easily. This is the theta. The delta state is the deep sleep state. It's a very, very deep, and during our deep sleep we do not remember anything. We are in unity with God. So these are the 3 states. The 4 states. Because when we create peace and harmony and balance in our minds, we will find it in our lives. So we should be in the alpha state. We should work when we work and so on. We are in the beta, and then we go back again to our natural state, which is the alpha. This is our state. But no, humanity are always in the chronic high beta, even not a beta, high beta, which is very accelerated thoughts all the time. So what happened? Behavior changes in the society. We cannot function properly. We are always under stress, anger, judgment, hatred, because our brain does not function in balance. Blaming others, jealousy, frustration, because we are in the beta and even in the high beta. This is what's happening. So we lost our balance. There is no peace. There is no balance. There is no harmony. Life becomes conflict. This is the stress, what we call stress. So when we are in stress, we have something called fight and flight mechanism. So all our body functions accelerated, our breathing accelerated, our heart rate increases, and so on. And the blood pressure rises, and the blood coagulates easily, and so on. This is the stress. So it is related to health. Most of the people have blood pressure, high blood pressure, and diabetes because of the stress. But there is an effect of relaxation on the body, which is calm and relaxation of all the parts of our bodies. We are energy beings. We are not physical. We are energy. And so our body vibrates. It has vibration. We are like magnets. We attract according to our vibration. If we are negative, we attract negative things. If we are positive, we can attract positive things. So the type of vibration, we have low frequency, medium frequency, and these are the hertz about the high frequency. When we are sick, all the organisms, viruses and bacteria are low frequency. So when we are stressed, our frequency lowers down, our immunity goes down, and we attract very easily the disease. So this is the frequency of our body, and this is the emotions. So lower emotions, what we call negative emotions, are attracting all the disease. For example, shame, guilt, apathy, guilt, fear. Fear is detrimental for the body. This is the stress. This is the worry. Okay, so we go higher and higher. Anger also is very detrimental. So it's 150. Then we go up again. The peace is 600. So it is a very, very high vibration. Joy is 540 and love is 500. So when we go up to this, so we are immune to any other problems and diseases and so on. So we need to be relaxed. Stress is very much related to disease. We are in a disease society because once we are stressed, the weak immune system happens. So this is a research that has been made and found most of the diseases are from stress. يعني التوتر والقلق هو أكتر حاجة بتسبب لنا الأمراض. كل الأمراض اللي احنا بنشوفها حوالينا، أمراض القلب والجلطات والضغط العالي، كله جاي، وحتى الأورام. Even cancer is coming from stress. So lately, the pandemic, what happened to the pandemic is the fears that was created, and this increased the lowering of our immune system, and that is why it became a pandemic. Because fear and stress weaken the immune system. And so many people just got it immediately because of the lower vibration, they attracted the virus and their fear and stress and worry about it. How to delete this chaos in our mind? How? The mind, when it's in chaos, it is like a sea, a rough sea. So we have to go below, we have to dive and block all outside impulses. Like we have to close our eyes and we have to close our ears. This is meditation. This is what we do. This is the peace of mind. This is meditation and what ta'ammul. Meditation brings us to the alpha state. And that's why meditation is very, very helpful. In Islam or in most of the religion, they have the beads, التسبيح، الذكر. بنردد كلمات وكل ترديد كلمات بيعمل ده when we speak the words, these make hypnosis for our mind, and even touching the beads of the mala. So and also the words have energy that can raise our vibration. So this is a type of meditation, was zikr. But sometimes people get it, they started tasbih without looking at it. They are speaking and just بيسبحوا. No, we should be aware. لازم يبقى في attention. And these are the researches before meditation, after meditation, how the mind quietens. It's not quiet when it is red and yellow and all this. So الصلاة في الإسلام لو ما تحولتش العادة, it is a meditation. Prayer, unless it becomes a habit. زمان in the long time, in the time of the Prophet, there was someone who was the doctors wanted to cut his foot because it was gangrenous. So he told them stop. There was no anesthesia. You see, he said stop. I will pray, and then you can cut my foot. Why? Because if he is in meditation, he went into the theta level, and this is when the anesthesia, they take the patient to the theta level. There is no pain at all because all the nerves are detached from the body. I mean, the sensation of pain. So see how the prayers in the long time ago was that important. And so these are also the meditation before and after, how it corrects our aura. Our aura is our light. We have light body because we are vibrations. Yoga is very important because it's for health. It's the mind, body, spirit. It has breathing exercises. it has exercises, body exercises, and it has meditation. So the yoga is perfect. Our breath is very important. This is the miracle of life. So if we focus on our breath, that is a very good way to help ourselves to go to the peace of mind. Yoga has breathing exercises like pranayama. It calms the body, and it's very, it aids digestion, relieves stress, and so on. The yoga research, it increases the blood flow to the brain. So a solution for peace is yoga. This is why. It has lots of benefits. And of course, the flexibility of the body, and it can also help in weight loss, and it helps the mind to be at peace, and it helps us to be more aware of ourselves, not just be always absent-minded. And it for the relationships, because we can think in a balanced way, so we are more peaceful and understanding. Yoga for children is very important, because the children now they are always in a rush, in a hurry, and in the games and all this. Yoga brings the child, connects to himself, to his inner self, and an intimate relationship with the world outside of him. Yoga also helps the peace of mind, of course, like meditation. Yoga for the elderly, they can sit on the chair and do yoga also. Now we have love is the key to peace. This is we have finished the mind. Now the heart. We come to the heart. So there is the Bhakti Yoga, which is the royal path of love. It's the Bhakti Yoga is the way to transform our negative emotions into positive. What is love? It's forgiveness, compassion, humility, peace, happiness, gratefulness, understanding, self-control, patience, wisdom, truth, kindness. This is all love. Love is not love between a man and a woman. No, love is different. Love is encompassing all the positive qualities on earth. The Dalai Lama said the heart of love and compassion is the main source of inner strength, willpower, happiness, and mental tranquility. So our heart is very important for peace. Now I'm going to speak about Egypt, because Egypt, I consider it the land of peace. Why is it called like this? Amun is the god of the, which is the sun, Amun-Ra. His law was, he said, you were made in the likeness of a peace that nothing can destroy. Reclaim your peace that you may attain to your reason for coming into existence, the enjoyment of life. So he was preaching peace. Peace is very important. He said God is peace. Also, the first peace treaty in history was in Egypt, Ramses II. There was a war between it's called the Battle of Kadesh, which is been Egyptians and Hittites were old Syria. And they had a lot of big fight, and then they made the treaty of peace without war. And on a bronze replica of the treaty can be seen in the United Nations building in New York. So they have this treaty. So it was the first treaty in the whole world in history. Lotus. The lotus is very well known in Egypt, and every house had to have a lotus, because the lotus is the flower of peace. It gives a peaceful healing effect. And in the Far East, they call it symbolized peace. And the essence of lotus is balancing the heart and mind together. We are like a lotus flower, because we come from, like the lotus, it comes from mud, and then it grows into the sun, going into the sun with a beautiful flower. That is us from the earth, but our spirit rises up into the light of God. The Nile, our Nile looks like a lotus. And Egypt at night, it looks like a lotus. Very interesting. So Egypt, the lotus of the world. They used to have meditation in the temples for peace. All these statues, and until now, because energy is never created nor destroyed, so they have the energy of peace. If you look at these statues, they were transcending in their peaceful positions. When you go into the museum, you feel the peace when you are near the statue. The heart in Egypt was very important. They had two names for the heart. There was a physical heart called Hati, spiritual heart called Eid. So they cared about the heart, and they used to, after death, there is it's a book of the dead, they call it, but it's actually called, on a papyrus called Coming Forth into the Light. The heart is weighed against a feather. So our heart, our spiritual heart, has to be like a feather, very light. You see, detached from all worldly desires. In this way, he can go to heaven, paradise. Ma'at, this is one of the goddesses, so we call Netru. She is the goddess of justice, ethics, truth, balance, harmony, and morals. She had a feather. This feather symbolizes her. So, ماعات التوازن والقيم والعدل والحق والاستقامة. Okay, they followed Ma'at. The king has to show that he was ruling with the Ma'at. So the Ma'at is in his hand and showing that he ruled with the Ma'at, and all the people followed Ma'at. Ma'at had 42 ideals, and from it, 10 of these ideals was taken in the Jewish religion, the 10 commandments. 42. I don't lie. I never become angry. Even anger is supposed to be a sin. So many things like ethics in this ancient Egyptian way. There was yoga. Yoga is started in ancient Egypt, and all these postures were seen on the temples. They were depicted in the carvings, so it was very, very old for Egypt. I'm going to show you we have somebody which he's called Ali Ibrahim. He's an Egyptologist and an ancient Egyptian yoga practitioner, and he is teaching yoga in the ancient Egyptian way. And it's very interesting because he teaches it with the postures, and it looks like the same postures as we see in the temples. And besides, also the hieroglyphic invocation. For each posture has a hieroglyphic invocation with the same language of the ancient Egyptian, but it has energy, as we said before. Words have energy. So this is Isis, the upper one, and below is Hathor. So they always have wings. It's the wings of protection. So this is spreading wings. This posture is called spreading wings. Invocation to Hathor and Isis for protection with love and peace. So he starts slowly, and then he opens his hands, and then closes as a protection, love and peace, and then he goes down and then spreads. It's very nice, and each step has a breathing exercise, inhalation and exhalation, and invocation to the netters. We call them netters, not gods, because they understood they were universal symbols and virtues. They were not gods because they knew that there was one God. But this is after this 1, 2, 3, 4 steps. Really, you feel the peace and the protection, and you feel the love of these natures. This is another part which is embodying the lotus flower. Because as we said, we are a lotus flower. So he starts on the ground and then goes up as a lotus, and then he opens his arms like a lotus. He feels it, and every time he breathes, inhalation and exhalation, and he speaks in hieroglyphic, just a small phrases and then he goes down again as a lotus, as if the lotus is coming up from the ground to the mud and then going up to the sun, seeing the spirit of Ra. This is another. This is Horus. Also, is one of the Neteru. He is depicted as a falcon god, and he's very powerful. He's courageous and has powers, and he's enlightened, and he has this position called the joy of Horus. This posture, with every yoga session, they end it with this. This is a pledge to the spirit. This meaning, what he's speaking after he finishes, the meaning is it's a pledge from the spirit to the soul and heart to keep living in love and peace. He is just swearing that he will still be in love and peace all the time. And this is the posture of Horus. So yoga in modern Egypt, this is yoga, and thanks to the Embassy of India here, who promoted the yoga, and during the Yoga Day, International Yoga Day, they make a big celebration of all the people. We have many people that love yoga here in Egypt. This is one. And then this is the modern lotus position. This is one of our friends also performing yoga. And in Sinai, you can see the mountain behind her. And this is a heart opening with the red, on the Red Sea. The heart is very important. And this is a way to open the heart, this position, camel pose. So let's open our hearts and be more tolerant, because peace is in our hands. It's within us, and we can have peace. It starts with us. If there is righteousness in the heart, there will be beauty in the character. If there is beauty in the character, there will be harmony in the home. When there is harmony in the home, there will be order in the nation. When there is order in the nation, there will be peace in the world. This is words of wisdom. So let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Magda, for enlightening us with the Egyptian culture and the yoga practice in ancient Egypt and the modern Egypt. That was incredible and very, very insightful. And thank you once again for helping us with the tools to segue into the path toward peace, dwelling deep into the alternative modalities, energy medicine, which I'm sure it's a no-brainer for people to implement in their lives. And most of the techniques has no or minimal side effects. So here you go, let's get started. Now, we've reached to the point in the show, the Q&A segment, and we will share some questions from the viewers, which the Prana team have collated. And our guru is going to answer them right now. Now, let me get into the first question. Dr. Magda, how can breathing help us in releasing stress, and how does it work?
Actually, when we said there is the stress mechanism, when we are stressed, there is an acceleration of everything: blood pressure, heart rate, and breathing, and shallow breathing. We are angry and we are stressed. So we just simply reverse that. And when we reverse that, it's enforcing peace in ourselves. So we go and breathe deeply and very slowly. You see, so it's just a simple act if we forget to do anything, we are outside and for example, somebody said something that would make me angry or something, I just breathe and we take a deep breath. Then all the emotions will calm down. So it's so simple as that, because in the relaxation response of the body, there is a deep breathing, like before sleeping. We just go into the very, very deep breathing and very slow. So this is a simple way, and we can do it anytime.
That's amazing. The second question is, can you give us an easy and simple breathing way for everyone to use when they feel stressed?
Yes. About breathing also, it's very important, the pause between the inhale and the exhale. This is a very important, because this part is our real self. It's our connection to our spirit, the soul. So if we take an inhale and we count 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we pause, and we pause for 4 also. We count 1, 2, 3, 4, and then exhale 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then keep the pause until the next inhale. Normally, we should increase this pause, the time of this pause. But for the beginning, 4, 4, 4, 4, that would be perfect. This would just protect you from any problem health-wise, and would help all the systems to calm down. So I hope I'm clear. I take the inhale and I count 4, and I pause for 4, and I exhale 4, and I pause for the next inhale 4. It's also very simple. I can do it anytime.
So beautifully said. As you said, a moment of silence is really, really so powerful than 1,000 words. Similarly, I mean, you've really emphasized the importance of the pause between the breathing. So a lot of people underestimate that pause, and they just continue. Thank you so much for sharing that. And it's very, very important. The third question is that, is there a simple way other than breathing that people can do to help their peace of mind?
Yes, music. This is a very, very simple way. And we have the internet. It's lots of relaxing music. Some music are specialized to bring us to the alpha state. These are special music, vibration, tones. If you want, we can, just write alpha state of mind, and we can choose any music that we like. And this music, because it's only vibration, the music is vibration, and our mind is vibration, frequency. So this frequency, when it matches with this frequency, it brings our thoughts stops, and the mind would be into the alpha state. And also there are other music called solfeggio tones. These are very good also for bringing us to the alpha state, even the theta, which is the lower part. So the best thing is, if we cannot meditate, if it's difficult, because meditation needs training. And we are used to using our mind so much in the world. So maybe if we listen to the music, but not any type of music, not the music that we are, which makes us very anxious, and these types of music, the teenagers' music, no, it's a special music, especially to bring us down and to calm us down. 20 minutes in the morning and 20 in the afternoon before sleeping, listening to a piece of music specialized to bring us to the alpha state. And then later on, in 1 week's time, you will find that your mind has stopped all the thoughts that were bothering you. So music is very simple and an easy way, but you have to find the right tones and the right frequency to match with the frequency of the brain waves. Yes.
Thank you so much. And that was very insightful. And I've been a great proponent for sound healing and how the energy can shift us. And just by listening to something, you can shift your frequency. That's amazing. And I'm quite, it's very interesting that you spoke about solfeggio frequencies. And I just want to also, if you can touch upon how does the binaural beats, that's also helping us in terms of shifting our frequency. And if you could just share some insights on that, that would be really good.
Yes, I didn't mention the binaural beat. The binaural beats, the idea is when we put the ear phones, they have on one side a beat, a certain type, and the other in another type. So the brain cannot fuse them. So it just relaxes. This is the idea of the binaural beat. So the binaural beats really are very good because it's very quick result, and the brain just doesn't know what to do with this one beat is in this way, what the other way, so it just stops thinking. So, but we have to listen to it with the earphones. It's also very specialized, like solfeggio and all the other things. Yes.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for that information. And another thing is that people also play a certain kind of classical music for pregnant women as well, which I've heard. So could you share some insights on that? How does it affect the womb and the mother and the child? And how does that work?
Yes.
Some certain classical pieces of music.
Definitely. There are certain music that are very vibrational, and the vibration helps the baby inside. Also music helps the plants to grow. The music is just magic. So in my practice with the biofeedback machine, there are certain people have traumas, and the trauma is detected inside the womb of the mother since the very beginning, because the baby is very sensitive to the vibration of the mother when she was angry or she was frustrated or something. So what about music? In this way, if the mother listens always to music, even if she is angry or she is not happy or something, this can shift the baby inside, and he would be more relaxed instead of having a trauma when he's born, because the babies are born with traumas from the mother. And parents, if they have quarrels or problems. Yes, very, very important. There are special musics also for the pregnant women, and this is very good also. Yes, thank you for for mentioning.
Thank you so much. And that actually comes to us to tell the parents that, they should be very, very mindful while speaking, in front of the kids as well, right? While even they think the child is not born as yet, but the vibrations are already reaching the child. So, I mean, it is the whole families and the parents' responsibility to make sure they live mindfully, they speak the right things, because a life is there already.
Yes.
Thank you so much for that information, Dr. Magda. And I would like to ask you another question. If you can give us a daily protocol for a peaceful lifestyle. We have heard so much of stuff, and if there's a simple, easy daily protocol for a peaceful lifestyle.
Yes, sure. Number one, don't watch the news, please. You want peace? Don't watch. Because the news now has always problems and we get affected easily. This is number one. Secondly, to be out with nature as much as possible, as much as possible. Thirdly, you have to fill your life with love. In what way? Find a hobby. A hobby is very good because when we do something that we love, this raises our vibration. So find something that you love. You don't have to always serve others and forgetting yourself. This is a part of loving yourself. Then another thing is also one of the things that is very good, I find, with people who love animals. The animals give us so much. They give us unconditional love. And they are there for us for this. So we learn from them how to be unconditionally loving. And then last, gratitude. Gratitude raises our vibration very much. So every morning when we wake up, we take things for granted. I can walk, I can go, I can use my hands, no, I have to be grateful with every moment, grateful to everything. Somebody has done anything for me, just a little thing, I'm grateful, smiling all the time and not thinking about the negative, thinking about the positive. And joy, I have to enter to fill my life with joy as much as possible. Of course, life is not, there are sad things, but we don't linger in this sadness for some time and just we shift and joy. Just watch movies, funny movies, and don't watch the movies which are stressing, because most of the movies now, I don't know why they are stressing people, especially at night. They bring horror movies and all this. No, it's not good at all. So this is also vibration. We are like a very, like a film, very sensitive film that is attached on it all the imprints of the negativity. And then when we sleep, all this negativity just comes out. So fill ourselves with joy, love, laughter, nature, music also.
Hugging a tree. I've heard about hugging a tree.
Lovely. You know why they hug the tree? Because the energy of the tree is the same as ours. And when we're sick, it's very good to hug a tree because we get the etheric body of the tree is ours. So it's perfect. Yeah, hugging a tree. Although people would look, hey, you're mad, you're hugging a tree, but it's treatment. Yes, and walking barefoot on the ground, very good also. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Dr. Magda. That was really, really enlightening. And you put everything into a nutshell. So they can implement any of these protocols, even to just get started, not to like connect to everything else, but just implement something today, to get started.
I can start, yeah.
Thank you. Now, I just have a very special question in regards to the current times. It's regarding the immunity. Many of us have taken vaccination and some of us haven't. In this case, what supplement can we take to boost our immunity till, we acquire the herd immunity? What is that one can use to boost? Is there any particular supplement or herbs?
Yes, now all the vegetables and all the food that we eat, the earth has been depleted from vitamins. So we need supplements. It's just a must. So the best thing is to take vitamin C. It is an antioxidant. The idea is that when we breathe oxygen, there is an oxygen radical. This oxygen radical enters in our cells and kills the cells. This is the natural thing in our breathing mechanism. So we have to take something in order to help this oxygen radical D. It does not kill our cells because so many cells are being killed every day. So we have to take something like vitamin C antioxidant, at least 1,000 milligrams, at least a day. And if we don't feel good, then we can take up to 4,000 to 4 grams a day. You can, if you are not feeling well. Something else, an advice for those who have taken the vaccine, because it's an RNA which enters inside of the cells. There is the coenzyme Q10, and this is very good to help us in this. Of course, whether you've taken the vaccine or not the vaccine, we need to increase the immunity. So vitamin C and Q10, also vitamin D. Although I love the vitamin D, the sun. I love the sun, but nowadays they started bringing tablets of vitamin D, so it's okay. But vitamin C is the main thing, and of course, take care of the food. No junk food, no fried food, and all these depletes the immunity. So for me, it's just vitamin C. Sometimes you need vitamin B complex, but just for 1 week or so, and then you stop it. But vitamin C, I advise daily. You take it for life.
These information, what you've told us, it's so important, and this session I'm sure is going to help people to just look outside the box and look at what else is available in the nature to connect to people. And I have one last question to ask. This is from Ms. Suzanne. What is the one thing we can do to help spread peace around the world?
Wow. Peace in ourselves. Yeah. You know, if everybody is peaceful, because we are creators. We manifest, and we notice this so many things, so many times when we think of something, it happens to us. And we have lots of proverbs in Egypt. We say, if we are afraid of the devil, he approaches us. This is what we say. True. Our thoughts create. So if we are not in peace with ourselves, we will not find peace in our life, with the family, with the world. So we don't have to try to make peace on earth, because it's very difficult. People are different, and let them do what they want to do in whatever way. But let's start with us. If I am peaceful, I will look at the good side of life. I would emanate light, I would emanate love, and I would be very happy. You know, with everybody, if he can be a devil, he can be an angel. It depends upon me how I relate to him. A person very nice and very sweet, if I start nagging him and insulting him, of course, he will get out the worst of it. So it's inside of us. If I am in peace, my life will be very peaceful. If I am not in peace, this is what's happening to the whole world, because nobody is in peace. They are looking and saying, why the government is not trying? Why? They're always blaming, and not seeing what's inside of themselves.
Thank you so much. So beautifully said. Peace starts from within. You know, stop looking for peace outside. And we can change our reality, because our thoughts and our actions create our reality. Dr. Magda, I can't thank you enough. Thank you so much for your time, and once again for sharing your such deep knowledge with us. Thank you. So grateful that you took time to be with us here. Thank you so much.
It's my honor. Thank you. My pleasure. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Great. Now we'll have a felicitation speech, and I would like to invite Dr. Srinivas KM to speak a few words. Dr. Srinivas is a microbiologist in oil and gas sector who has a PhD in biotechnology. He's a joint coordinator of Samskrita Bharati. Samskrita Bharati, founded in 1981, is a movement for continuing protection, development, and propagation of the Sanskritam language as well as literature. Tradition and the knowledge systems are embedded into it. Samskrita Bharati is a non-profit organization comprised of a large team of dedicated and enthusiastic volunteers who take the knowledge of Sanskritam to all the sections of society, irrespective of race, gender, religion, caste, and age. Samskrita Bharati enables activities for research into Sanskritam tradition and its knowledge and systems like yoga, Ayurveda, and other shastras for the development of a harmonious society and individual character. Samskrita Bharati started all over UAE since 2008. There are more than 5,000 students who have benefited from various courses of this organization. Indian Embassy and Indian Consulate in Dubai supports Samskrita Bharati activities. During this COVID-19 pandemic situation, they have online classes with students from more than 40 countries. So I would invite Dr. Srinivas to say a few words.
Thank you very much, respected His Excellency, Dr. Magda, organizers, and all participants. Good evening, one and all. Very happy to see that Prana is organizing a series of events from 8th June to 21st June. And thank you for extending me an invitation today for this talk, which is on the 4th day of this series. As His Excellency and today's speaker, Dr. Magda, mentioned, yoga is not just about a method of physical exercise. More than that, it's about a holistic way of life. As His Excellency was pointing out, the practice of yoga, or the people who are practicing yoga on daily basis, they have a chance of better immunity than those who are not practicing it. That is, it's sort of a proactive way of healthy living than just about curing some diseases. So in that way, practice of yoga helps in the sustainable living in this Mother Earth. So when we talk about this yoga, most of these yoga sutras are also mentioned or encrypted in the language Sanskritam. So it will be a good approach to learn yoga from its original text also, which is in Sanskritam. Yoga itself is a Sanskrit word. So there are many courses available for those who are enthusiastic in Sanskritam itself, or those who are enthusiastic in yoga itself, to get a holistic view of yoga itself than just the way of practicing it. With that, I congratulate the whole team behind this series of events and wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Srinivas, for your insights towards Sanskritam and the integration of yoga into the lifestyle and creating a holistic lifestyle for people. Thank you once again for your time. Now I'd like to announce the next day's event. We'll connect again tomorrow live with an incredible personality, Miss Alia Awadi, discovering compassionate communication with yoga. How amazing. I'm really, really excited to be there tomorrow because it's a very, very important subject. And thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Namaste. See you all tomorrow, same time, same live, 7:30 p.m. UAE. Now, let's conclude the evening with a prayer. Namaste.
Om Sarve Bhavantu सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. Let all be happy. Let all be healthy. Let all see the good in others. Let no one suffer from unhappiness. Om.